Well, I bet you like that. That's the Frogs, or Jimmy from the Frogs. I was thinking about calling his brother Dennis in Milwaukee. We'll try doing that. Krist Novoselic is here. He's sitting next to me. We're going to try to call Dennis, and then we're going to try to call Mike Watt. So let me... Chris, you have anything to say while I find Dennis's number here?
What am I going to say? Well, everybody looks all happy and healthy tonight. It's a really nice scene. People are hanging out, and it's really, really wonderful.
That's, you know...
It's like a community thing.
And you actually mean it. You
Yeah,
know,
I really
sometimes
mean it,
you
yeah.
can sound sarcastic.
Yeah, cynical, but I'm trying to overcome my cynicism.
Yeah.
I don't want to be...
Yeah, it actually is it's pretty neat. Yeah, it's
fantastic. It's community.
So let's we're gonna make our community wider, and we're gonna try to call our friend Dennis in Milwaukee. Oh, do I need to press this in? Is this working? This is the first phone call we've tried.
Uh-oh.
So give us a second. Try it again. Okay, I'm dialing now, but you can't hear that.
Dialing for dollars is trying to find me.
We've got 86 from the top and 13 from the bottom. If you're the
Oh, me.
Hey, Dennis. Dennis?
How's it going?
All right. Good. Are you listening?
Yeah.
We just played Jimmy's song. Sounded good, huh? You've got a Are the kids asleep?
Yeah.
Can you play this thing loud enough so we can hear it?
Yeah, it's all cute.
Yeah. Cool. So this is, do you have a name for this? See, Dennis, well, he actually just played me the song on the phone the other day, and I begged him to let me play it for everybody. So we'll do that if you can play it. What's this? What does it have a title? Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just making the people wait. That's
okay.
Johnny, get out of my jidge.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay.
Hey, Johnny. Johnny made it. Johnny.
Hey! Johnny, get out of my poopy butt, Johnny, peanut butter, you but Johnny!
Wow.
Those kids have nothing on Yoko Ono, or she doesn't have nothing on them.
Hey, Dennis?
Thank you, man. What?
Oh, it was great.
Thanks.
Oh, just, another radio hit going out to the masses.
Mm-hmm.
How things? Hey, Jim.
What's that?
Dennis, it's Krist Novoselic.
Hi, how's it going?
Got your letter.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
We gotta take the cow for a walk in a little while, you know.
Hey, Dennis, you don't have any of that Wesley Willis stuff laying around, do you?
It just so happens that I do. You want it?
Actually, yeah. I mean, Wesley Willis's old repertoire is. We'll take anything.
Okay. Here it is. This is. I'm hearing the delay downstairs. What's it called? They threw me out of church.
Once upon a time, I was cursing in Daniel's Chapel AME Zion Church. I called one of the deacons a motherfucker. Reverend Henry Miller preached about my vulgar language. He told the congregation in the sanctuary that I got a nasty, filthy mouth. They threw me out of church. told the preacher to fuck off. I also told Reverend Henry E. Miller to suck a male camel's dick. He got so tired of my bullshit. He told one of the deacons to throw me out. He then escorted me to the door. They threw me out of church. 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 When I went to church that same Sunday, I picked up a 2x4. I went up to the pulpit and clubbed the preacher in the head. He fell to the floor unconscious. Suddenly, the police was called on me. I then ran out of the church with a grin on my face, being chased after by the cops. They threw me out of church. 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 Rock over London, rock over Chicago, down Pepsi,
Can you handle it?
Oh man, well, I could. You know, he's one of my favorites. You know, just the fact that you know that really happened and that his lyrics are honest. That's all I want in music is honest lyric. Well, we're gonna try to call Watt on the phone. So we'll.
What? No.
What?
I'm just warming up. A little nervous before, but you know.
Well, I'll call you tomorrow. Just be you and me.
Okay.
Okay. See you, Dennis.
Bye.
Good night. Okay, so let's call Watt and then play some songs off his record. What?
Off. Press the off button.
Oh, on the phone. Okay, so Watt's number. Hey, Chris, you have anything to say?
You sure Mike's awake right now? I called him. I think I called him the other night. He wanted 5 words about his record, and I called at midnight. And he goes, "Oh, what goes to bed at 9?"
Right, I know.
Because he gets up at dawn.
That's right. I know. Well, he told me he was gonna stay.
He's
up.
gonna stay up. His eyes are probably
stay up
bloodshot. This is like, oh, he's got like some kind of jet lag.
Well, he was looking for those 5 words for like the.
Oh, I got him too.
For vinyl.
Many bands make tight work.
Wow, this would be like about Minutemen or something like that.
Well, like the bands, but also like if you band something up with a bander, you make a tight work, and it's also like bands, you know.
Yeah. Now,
since his project, there's so many band personnel.
Well, so many people, and we're gonna talk to him about that. But that's and he was asking for secret messages because they go on. I don't know if we're gonna talk to you about vinyl for a second because vinyl. There's little secret codes on the inside of vinyl.
We had one on our first single. We did it with Nirvana with Love Buzz, and it was you should trade in those guitars for shovels, and that's what we were practicing in our garage, and my dad walked in and told that to us.
That was a quote. Yeah,
you guys should trade in those guitars for shovels. He's a machinist, work ethic, labor union type person.
Well, it's not like you own shovels and guitars.
I got picks and pitchforks, pickaroos, all kinds of implements, hoes, rakes, made of hickory handles, made out of good hard hickory wood.
No slivers.
No slivers, yeah, smooth and strong. Smooth.
Speaking
and
of
strong.
smooth and strong, maybe we'll give old Econo Mike Watt.
Oh, there you go.
We're going to try to call Mike down in... Well, there's another band setting up, by the way. I don't know who it is. And we'll take calls later. In fact, before we call Watt, let me address the issue that it's 10:26, and we had told the radio stations 3 hours. 3 hours of time, and that might be what they cleared out. By the way, too, we heard that some of the radio stations were saying that we were in their city and in their station, actually. I think that happened in Los Angeles and somewhere else. I just want to clarify that we are in Seattle and proud of it.
Right.
Let's give a call to Pedro. And anyways, we're reaching that 10:30 point, and I know that there's at least one more band that's going to play, and we have some more satellite time, so we might lose some of you, but we're going to keep playing here, and I think I'll take calls after we play. We're going to play one more time.
You can always shove Dr. Demento back a couple hours, all you programmers listening to this. So.
There you go, Chris.
Listen to me.
Chris, yeah, I've taken Chris's advice. It's done nothing but positive things for my life. Let's call Watt. Now press on.
Yeah, it's Watt.
The bottom. Hey, Watt.
How you doing?
Hi, Mike.
It's Eddie.
It's Chris.
And Chris.
Yeah, hey, Eddie.
We got the bass brotherhood going. We should get Lucan in here.
Did you get that 5 words? I told you were really groggy that night.
Well, no. Sueño.
Many bands.
Right, I had it carved in Saturday.
All right.
You did. Now mine was kind of long, but there's no way
fit.
to shorten that. You use it?
No, it fit all in.
Wow.
A little writing.
Mine was you can't change the strap on D Boone's hat.
Oh.
Because he gave me D Boone's hat and I put it on and it fit. But we were in the truck and the window was open. I thought maybe I should just put it on tighter so it didn't fall off, And then I thought, no, can't change the strap on D Boone's hat.
He looked like he had a big head.
Well, yeah, it's almost the size of mine.
Big man.
Yeah,
you wouldn't. There's this delay. It's a trip.
Oh,
turn
your radio down, Mike. It's good to know you were listening, anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Well, so Watt, we're gonna play something off your record now. When's this? There's all kinds of things on this. When's it coming out?
Feb 7.
Feb 7.
Yep.
And it's coming out on vinyl for sure.
Yeah, blue.
Blue vinyl.
Look like germ circles.
Yeah.
The idea.
Yeah.
Wow. Germ blue. That's a shade of blue.
Speaking of the germs,
They're going to wear them on TV. We should have put them out on vinyl. Germ circles.
And speaking of that, Pat Smear sings a song.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Great. An old Minuteman song.
That's Forever One Reporter's Opinion, right?
Yeah.
I've got it right in front of me, so I know. But
well, I hooked a Dose song. The Minuteman one was only the second part where Pat is.
Oh, that's right.
Pat tripled up on himself.
Well, we were kind of running late, and that's no big deal. We're just going to keep going, and whoever wants to stick with us can stick with us, and whoever doesn't can miss out. But there's just tons of there's so many people on this. There's a lot of people that are playing with you on this record. You're playing with a lot of friends, and I bet that
big match.
That's right. Well, the name of the record is Ball Hog or Tugboat, but you said you called it your wrestling record.
Yeah.
Wrestling. Because it was
with a petri dish, or, something like that.
Get in the ring with Watt.
Right. Chemistry set.
And there's all kinds of people. I bet if you the length of time you've known all these people, if you added them all up, I bet you'd be eligible for retirement.
Be a hard yard.
Well, should we should we play? Should we
no,
play?
I'm really grateful for all the contenders.
Ah.
And help me.
Well, the contenders would say the same. Without getting too much, you want to play a song or?
Sure.
Let's try. Let's try Big Train and maybe stay on the line, and we'll talk to you more.
Yep.
Okay. This is off a record that's gonna come out called Ball Hog or Tugboat. This is Mike Watt's Dilemma. The first song is Big Train.
I thought we were playing Carla's song.
Oh no!
I heard the whole song over the phone here.
Oh, good.
I
No,
was talking, and it didn't sound like anybody could hear.
Carla. No, I couldn't. I was trying to see if I could, talk to you during the.
It's too much.
It made you listen to the song though. How do you feel about it now? It's been like a month or a few weeks.
Over the phone. Well,
Fiber optics. You will hear Mike Watt.
I wasn't ready for that.
What's
will.
That? It's like that AT&T commercial, whoever they are, some phone company.
It was like 4 minutes long. I don't think.
That's not a pop single.
No, it's a trip.
Well, that was.
It's the way I guess heard music when I was a kid. On those little close and play type. He boomed like spilled grape juice. Him and his brother had a big old bellige and spilled grape juice all over the Creedence record.
on his close and play.
That's what it sounded like. Anyway.
Well, that was.
Thanks for sending me back a few years.
Wow. That I guess Dave. Most of that was recorded up here, wasn't it? Seattle?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I was there, and
yeah. Oh, I guess in 3 different towns. Frankenstein.
Oh, because
the Kirkwood brothers did it here.
And Jay Mascis did it in New York.
Yeah.
And Dave Grohl did it here, and I played some guitar up here.
Right, in Bob Lang's hole.
Bob's Bunker.
I got to learn about Seattle. It was really nice, that part. Well, most of it. And there was no rain. We were like 40 feet under his house. All the marble. And, Chris on the Farfisa.
I was playing Farfisa.
That was Farfisa on the other song.
I think he came right after
the
that.
The 70s, yeah. Yeah, that was a nice day. Well, it's a nice day here,
I've never
too.
played with the Farfisa.
It's,
It was new for me.
It's like Blondie.
Oh, that whole thing. I never really drank wine in a long time.
Oh, that's right,
nice
all
for
that
me.
wine.
I'm glad we got recording. One big A chord. Usually I use D chords.
We were talking about pentatonic scales and the Masons and 5-pointed stars.
All right.
This big conspiracy thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was the mood.
Yeah,
if you want to know the mood
yeah.
of the session, it was red wine and heavy conspiracy.
Focula's pendulum.
Who's pendulum?
Focula's?
Focula's?
How do you say
Bomber
that?
went down at 3:33 or something.
A bomber?
3:23.
Hey, well, I've been reading this book. How do I say the name? Focula's?
Foucault's
pendulum. Okay. Well, we know we're going to go way over if we start talking about Foucault's pendulum with you. Let's we're gonna go to that thing that Kathleen. I don't know her, but
Olympia.
I've seen a lot of the things that she's doing, obviously, and kind of right up. It's a good alley, anyway. But she's going to be on this record in actually a way, shape, or form.
Yeah, the estrogen balance. Ballast.
Well, we're gonna play that, and then I'll say goodbye to you now. We're gonna play that, and then Chris is gonna do something. We're gonna move on. So, thanks for staying up late.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, see you.
Chris, Eddie, thanks.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, Walt.
All you guys there. Out.
All right, out. Let's see if we can find his little head. We'll just go in there. So we're going to cassette.
Hello, Mr. Watt. This is Kathleen Hanna returning your phone call about 3:45 on Monday. and it's about that fucking record that you asked me to do something for, and I guess I'm responding to that now because I have a few minutes, and I just wanted to tell you, I have a friend who was raped by, fucked by, whatever you fucking want to call it, a guy who's on your record, gonna be on your record. He was a big rock star. Yeah, and when he was 27 and she was 13, he was a big rock star too. And I don't know if the phrase power imbalance means anything to you, but I'm just not so sure I want to be included in your little white rock boy fucking hall of shame here, you know? And I'm just like, do I really want to be sandwiched in between some of these guys that are just doing the whole, like, big white baby with an ego problem thing? I mean, get over it. It's so boring. It's like, a lot of these guys should just fucking quit music and become lifeguards at, like, Wild Waves or some shit, so that they can just, like, get their fucking, you know, anger management thing going. They can just get their power trips out on the kids. They can just do the whole thing. Maybe they'd be actually saving someone's life. Hey, don't run by the pool. No cutoffs. You know, that's what I hear when I hear some of this, you know, music by a lot of these fucking guys, you know? And I mean, I guess what I'm saying is, I'm just too cool to be on your fucking record, you know? It's like, I really don't want to perpetuate or be included in a thing where it's just a bunch of, like, I don't know, just like this the music coming out by guys right now in, like, the sort of, like, rock world or alternative rock world or used to be punk world or whatever. It's like the whole I'm a straight, white, middle-class, male, rock star guy, but I'm so fucking oppressed. I'm a loser, baby, why don't you kill me? Yawn. Like, super fucking yawn. So, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is no, I'm not interested. No, I don't want to be on your fucking record. No. But, Mr. Watt, dude, babe, sir, you need to get me my fucking Annie soundtrack back, like, soon, because you've had it forever, and I know you haven't even fucking listened to it yet. So just, like, give me a call and tell me when that's going to happen. And, I'll talk to you then. Bye.
All right, that was Crunt. And this is Krist Novoselic with Surprise, Surprise.
Okay, here we go. This is I'm writing a book about a guy who's trying to overcome his cynicism. And this is, I guess, the first chapter. They were all sitting around the TV watching a Gomer Pyle rerun. Chuckles and laughs permeated the room aglow with a boob tube flashing blue. There were three guys, Jake and Ben, spine sunk into the couch, necks at 90 degrees, and James sitting up cross-legged clutching his ankle. The laughs weren't from the show's scriptwriters, though. The laughs came from the comments Jake and Ben would make about Jim Neighbor's sexual orientation. "Look at how he walks!" exclaimed Jake. "Old Rock must have been cornholing him for sure." More laughs. James, lost in thought for a moment, felt kind of an empathy for old Jim Neighbors. Back in the 60s, everyone was in the closet. Jim was such a straight guy, or at least they all thought he was. He must have had some freaky feelings hiding his true self, a homosexual. What pressure? I remember seeing an ad on TV about a Jim Neighbors album, and if I can recall, a lot of the music was gospel tunes sung in a syrupy baritone. Was he thinking about a rock-hard rock when he was belting out those soulful numbers? Was his homosexuality a yoke or stockade that bound his head and hands? If discovered, the serfs would ridicule, the shame consuming him. At least if he got lucky, some queer could sneak up from behind and goose him. "Gomer laid a pile," screamed Ben. More laughs. James commented, "Why didn't Pyle fight in Nam? Wasn't that show from the middle to late 60s? Could you see him throwing down death cards at dead Viet Cong, saying something like, 'This is like bridge night at Goober's back in Mayberry'? Then Sergeant Carter would walk up and scream, 'Pyle! Go over there and burn those huts. James stands up and salutes, saying, "Yes, Sergeant Carter," then moves about the room mimicking Gomer's moves as if he were wordly setting blazes in some doomed Vietnamese village. Yet more laughs. After some more channel surfing laced with wry observations and deconstructive cynical comments, James decided to take off. In his old Toyota cruising down the boulevard, he pondered the Gomer question again. Sure, he laughed along with those guys. Funny and queer do go hand in hand. I mean the old meaning for queer. I heard some Christians complaining about how homosexuals messed up the word gay, too. Jim Neighbors is the new queer, though, and what's so funny about that? What's so funny about sex? What about Jim's shameful secret and his repressed feelings? What about Gomer? Oh, brother, Gomer. How could I feel for Jim Neighbors? Who the fuck is he anyway? An old queer sitcom actor. What a dumb show. Getting out of that stuffy gerbil den and into the brisk night air helped James resolve his bout with melancholia. Again, self-assured and with Gomer's cockeyed grin in perspective, he glanced around his world. Even at 12:30 at night, the lights were on everywhere. As he drove, faint beams from street lamps followed and tagged his car, each in perfect succession as if they were passing him from one to another. Blacktop parking lots shined from an earlier rain. Lit-up ads and business signs glowed soft now, the moisture in the air cutting their sharpness. The fresh air wasn't the only stimulation. Driving this late was cool because there weren't very many cars out and the world was kind of your own. James felt less tension from the collective human consciousness also. This was a time of inversion for the average person. Eyeballs that weren't watching late-night TV were darting in REM patterns, both mediums preoccupying individual brains with images pleasant or terrible, common or surreal. Still, with all of the psychic elbow room, the apparatus of the collective, the manifestation of the collective's reality lay everywhere. It was in the incessant lights. It was in the strip mall parking lots and wide boulevards. It was the world. This was America of the 1990s, and James was pulling up to his little piece of it. That's it. Blah, blah, blah.
Huh? You know, sometimes I amaze even myself.
Well, there you go. I just want to say that I'm more into Jesus than I am St. Paul. And
Hey, thanks. That was... I think we all appreciate that.
oh, well, thank you for having me, Eddie.
Okay, back to Radioland.
That's it.
It's the only mistake tonight.
There's a jam going on in there. They're laughing.
Go to the live.
Oh, they just ended the jam. Jeff is laughing. So is Mike.
Are you with us?
Stay with us.
Well, we're trying to get to the room, but we
Do you
can't.
want to go to the room?
Well, no, they just ended. Can you
It's smooth sailing.
go to the dial? It's smooth.
It's smooth sailing with the highly successful sound of wonderful